everybody, Fiber Spider back again in the kitchen. And today we are going to be making a tasty treat that can't be beat. It's so easy, sinfully good, and I love it. They are a revamping of Rice Krispie Treats. We're going to be making S'mores Cereal Treats. I was thinking about calling them S'moreos because instead of using Rice Krispies, we're going to be using Cheerios. When I went out to the grocery store, Walmart, to find Rice Krispies, they didn't have any, so I decided on Honey Nut Cheerios instead. Always liked those when I was younger. And it's the basic same process of making a Rice Krispie treat, but we are going to be adding a couple of ingredients and making them into s'mores treats. They're so easy, quick, and downright tasty. That's how I like to do it on this channel. Very, very tasty. And of course, they're not good for you, but that's half the fun, isn't it? Your mouth will thank you, but your hips will yell at you. That's kind of how it goes. So, going to need some various ingredients. Of course, they will be listed in the description box. We need unsalted butter, mini marshmallows, vanilla extract, kosher salt, cereal. You can use whatever works best for you, of course. Rice Krispies, Cheerios. I wouldn't suggest using like Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops. Nothing fruity, more of the chocolatey variety if you're going to go that route. I went for the Honey Nut Cheerios because the graham crackers, well, they've got honey in them, so I figured, yeah, that works. So you need 4 cups of cereal, crushed graham crackers, and chocolate chips. That's pretty easy, all things considered. And they work up fast. So, like I said, in the description box down below, it's a list of all the ingredients, and how much of each you will need. Yes, having trouble speaking, but that's nothing new. So, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Hello. So, what you really want to do before you start in with the melting of the butter and the marshmallow, you want to get the rest of your ingredients ready first so that you don't have to do quite so much of a mad dash. So, I already have my graham crackers all set to go. So basically, you just crush them up, coarsely. Now this is 2 cups of graham crackers, and I wouldn't necessarily suggest putting them into a food processor because you want to have actual crumbs, not like, pulverization going on. So 2 cups is approximately 6 full graham crackers, roughly speaking. And then we need our cereal. By the way, not sponsored by Cheerios or Nabisco or whoever else. So we need 4 cups of cereal. Now, I figure that the best way to do this is just go with the, the big bags, the economy size bags. You get the most bang for your buck. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okie dokie. All right, so we have our cereal, we have our graham cracker bits. Now, we're also going to need chocolate chips and also some additional marshmallows on the side. We're not going to mix them in here, not just yet. That will come though. So I figure this is the smartest way of doing it. I got my bag of mini marshmallows here. It is approximately 10 ounces. Now, what you're going to want to do is take 1 cup from this bag and set it aside. Because this will be for the extra embellishment marshmallows. So approximately 1 cup. Going to take these and set them on the side. Then the rest of these go into a microwave safe bowl. I'm using my Pyrex. I love this to death. And so just pour the rest of these into your Pyrex dish. Then, in the same dish, you need 6 tablespoons of butter. So, yeah, a little bit smaller. There we go. So you just need 6 tablespoons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So cutting off the 2, going to save that for later. You want to use unsalted butter. There we go. And just going to drop this in here. Ta-da! All right, let me just wash my hands real quick. Okie dokie. So we are just about set and ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up in the microwave for about 30 seconds, give it a stir, like another 30, 45 seconds or so, give it a stir, and then we have to act fast. We're going to have to add the melted marshmallows and butter to our mix. Then after that, after it's all mixed in together nice and thorough, then going to add in the marshmallows and the chocolate chips, okay? Because if you mix everything all together, you're gonna end up melting the extra marshmallows and the chocolate chips. It won't look as nice, but it'll taste just as good. That's what happened to me on the first batch. Everything got melted together, so I'm gonna try and see if I can avoid that happening. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to get my chocolate chips measured out and ready for when we're doing the mixy. So give me 1 second and I will be right back. Alrighty, so I've got my marshmallows and the butter in the microwave. I put it in for 30 seconds, not near done. So adding another 45 seconds, I find that it's a lot easier than working on the stovetop. Also, thing to keep in mind, you're going to want an 8x8 baking pan lined with parchment paper, which will make the process a whole lot easier for removal later. Yeah, so let's go check on our marshmallows. 8 seconds to go. Oh, we're getting there. I can see it's getting melty. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Ooey gooey. Got my trusty spurtle here. Ooh, yeah. Very nice. So just mix this thoroughly until it is completely mixed. The butter and the marshmallow just completely mix. So that it's completely liquid. Now you don't want to overdo the heating. You just want to have a nice, even consistency going on here. Oh, this looks so nummy. So I have a feeling I'm going to need to pop it in for maybe another 30 seconds more so that it's more liquidy, a little less lumpy, which is fine. looks so good. Buttery, sticky, gooey, ooey. Love it. Okay, almost there. Just a little bit more time in the microwave. There we go. So that was 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and I'm adding another 30 seconds, and that should do the trick. And so we're going to add that to my graham crackers and Cheerios, mix it together so that it's completely encompassed in our mix. Then, once it has a chance to cool down just a little bit, not too much, but a little bit, then we're going to add the marshmallows and the chocolate chips. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Okay. Hello. We got stringiness going on here. There we go. Perfect. This is exactly what you want. Like soup, like buttermilk. It's lovely. All right. So going to add this in. Oh yeah, like pancake batter. Scrape the sides a little bit. And we are just about there. Awesome. Okay. Okay, and then mix, mix, mix. Basically just trying to mix all of this together so that none of it is loose. Now, the very first time that I tried this recipe, it was an epic failure. Why? Because I thought I was being smart with my measurements. Nope. See the box? The box of graham crackers said about like 13, 14 ounces. That was the weight. So I'm like, oh, well, I only need 2 cups of graham crackers, right? So I figured 8 ounces is a cup, 16 ounces is 2 cups. Yeah, no, I was mistaken. So I used an entire box of graham crackers. And so this bowl was practically filled. I had to use this gigantic casserole dish, and I poured in the butter and the marshmallows, and guess what? None of it was sticking together because there was so much more surface area. So learn from my mistakes. Yes. Yeah. All you need is about like 6 graham crackers, not 27, which is what I initially used, and I felt really stupid. But hey, I learned something. And that is the important thing. So this is thoroughly mixed together, which is awesome. It's got like spider webs going on here, which are kind of my forte. It's still a little bit warm. I just want it to be a little bit cooler before adding the extra marshmallows and the chocolate chips. Just a little bit cooler. And then we will mix that in, and then mix that. Oh, you know what I forgot? In my haste, I forgot the vanilla extract and the kosher salt. Yep. So, note to future self, when you have your melted marshmallow and your butter melted, add half of a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a quarter of a teaspoon of kosher salt. Then mix it in. I got all excited to be doing this that I had I call it mental flatulence, which is a nice way of saying a brain fart. So yes, I forgot to add something, but I'm sure that they will taste just as awesome. All right, I think we are good to go. So I'm going to now add my extra cup of marshmallows and my chocolate chips. Throw those in and then mix. And hopefully the extra marshmallows and the chocolate chips will not get completely melted. You know, the kosher salt, it's to sort of cut the sweetness just a little bit. I mean, it's only a quarter of a teaspoon, so it's not make it or break it, really. And the vanilla, well, it's just to give it, you know, an extra bit of flavoring. But these guys are full of flavor as it is. And it appears that my marshmallows and my chocolate chips are not melting, which is awesome. The second batch that I made, yes, they melted. They still tasted awesome, but they did melt. So just goes to show you that, yes, I am prone to making mistakes from time to time. I'm not perfect. All right, so we are good to go. I got my 8x8 pan and I'm going to transfer. Oh, this looks so good. Oh my gosh, this looks really, really good. Whoop, whoop, it's moving on me. Okay. So now, just want to sort of even things out a little bit. Push it down into the corners. Get it a little bit leveled if you can. You don't want to press it down too terribly much, otherwise you will have a solid brick. But just going to make this a little bit neater, and I will be right back. Okie dokie. So, one last step that I like to do is I like to take these flaps, fold them over, and give it a little bit of a press. That way, the top is a little bit more flat that way. Okie doke. And then we wait. You're going to want to wait about an hour or so for these to completely cool, come together as it were, and then the cutting. So I'm going to let these sit for about an hour, and I will be back with the taste test. Alrighty. Alrighty, so I waited for about an hour, and I cut them up into 16, and this is the result. These are so yummy looking. I can't wait to dive in. And because I waited just a little bit longer, the chocolate chips and the extra marshmallows did not melt. Very, very happy about that. And I was inclined to add, instead of just half a cup of chocolate chips, like maybe a whole cup, but no, I refrained. I was good for once. And I think that there are enough chocolate chips throughout. So, the moment of truth. These are so sticky and ooey gooey, and I can't wait. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. The graham cracker bits give it a nice extra little bit of a crunch. Just the right amount of chocolate. It's ooey, it's gooey. Very, very, very good. Now, I was a little bit because I forgot the kosher salt and the vanilla extract. Honestly, from the last batch, I don't even notice. So it's okay to make mistakes from time to time. It's okay, but I have to have another bite. I'm sorry. Hang on. Really good. Really, really, really awesome. Okay. So you can store these in an airtight container for up to 5 days. I would not recommend keeping them in the fridge though, because they will probably get hard. So I would say wrap them up in some aluminum foil or some plastic wrap or some parchment paper, and you can also keep them in an airtight container. But if you have multiple layers of the treats, be sure to separate them with some parchment paper so that they don't get all stuck together. So listen, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoy eating these things. These are so good. Love it. And you know what to do until next time, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay making stuff in the kitchen, stay caffeinated, and please stay safe. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next tasty video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great day.